Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. Today I'm covering Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, part 3 of the reunion. Oh my gosh, you guys, this has been the most painful thing to cover. It's awful. So guess what? We're going to change things up today. I am going to go over parts of the reunion, but more importantly, we're going to talk about the shit show going on behind the scenes. So buckle up and get ready. So we're going to talk about this reunion and why Garcelle was my shining star on this episode. But first, so I took a little gander at social media and I kind of fell down a rabbit hole. So I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I found, as my civic duty to save you the time from hunting it for yourself. So I found on Camille's page, hanging out on Camille's page, Andy, your girl Teddi exposed on Instagram for her scam starvation company. Having women starve themselves by eating 500 calories a day is unethical. If she needs a storyline next season, holding her accountable is a good option. So Camille reposts this, right, and writes it's suspect. And then Kyle shows up. And Kyle doesn't like to be called a mean girl. Notice the sarcasm in my voice, but she posts, Camille, you really need to move on and get a life. Teddi has helped so many people and changed their lives. What are you doing every day? Tweeting about our Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? You befriend whoever you think will get you a diamond. Talk about a mean girl. Hello, Kyle. Is the irony lost on you? You're calling out Camille for not having a life, but you're trolling Camille's page, looking for things to comment on. And then Camille comes back at her with, Brandy never lies, Kyle? I can just imagine her doing that weird shoulder shrug. And then continues on and shows where the producers asked for Camille to film with Kyle and shows the receipts. So I just thought that was so interesting. So random people were posting and saying, like this person says, Kyle successfully bullied Denise into quitting the show. Now she's attacking Camille for having an opinion. Hope you're proud of yourself, Kyle. Can't wait for your firing. I love that tweet. Kyle wrote back and said, didn't you hear what Andy said about why Denise really left? Oh my God. So she's telling Camille to get a life, but anybody that calls out Kyle, she's like lashing out at. Okay, that makes sense. Kyle's still on a rampage. Somebody tweets, let's bring this energy to season 11, ladies, and tags Camille in there. And Kyle writes back, but she won't be there. Oh my God, and she's shocked that people are calling her a mean girl. Really? Damn. So now let's get into the real juicy stuff. Teddi Mellencamp. Woo! Have you guys seen, I'm sure you have, on social media how it's blowing up about Teddi's program? So this is an article I pulled off Daily Mail, and they're alleging that, oh my God, so much stuff is coming up. So former clients and stuff are saying that they were restricted to 500 calories while being required to do a daily hour of cardio. It's crazy. So now if you... I don't know if you've heard about this girl lately, but I'm never going to say her name right. Emily Gellis? I don't know. I love her. She is on Instagram. I highly recommend you following her. I heard her on a podcast lately. She's fantastic. The reason she comes into all this, and this is interesting, is because she exposed, or is in the process of exposing, the lady that started the F Factor diet, which is a big deal, and she's showing how, I don't even know what to say, how bad it is for you, how some of the items seem to be poisoned almost. I'm not really sure, but very problematic stuff she's exposing, like diet stuff, problematic stuff. She's got nutritionists chiming in. It's very interesting. She's done a lot of research. She's a very good writer. So now the reason I bring this up is because now she's got all these stories about this all in by Teddi. Pages and pages of people complaining about the program and the quote-unquote coaches and how awful and restrictive and unethical the program is. So it's starting to be exposed. It's becoming a big deal. So definitely, I spent an hour reading through it, so you want to check it out. But here's some of the highlights. So the thing that keeps coming up is people say how horribly restrictive this All In by Teddi is, and how everything's done through photographs, and if you miss one time or one day of sending in things like your photos, you're kicked out of the program. And so these women pay all this money, and they feel like a lot of times it's brought up like, I was at my sister's baby shower, or I was at, drinks with friends and stuff like that. And I was so worried about getting kicked out of the program that they would find a way. Like one woman specifically said she had her roommate take a picture of a bowl of soup and send it to her so she could stay in the program. How crazy is that? The other thing coming up a lot is the scale. So you can see here that they're saying that you have to have pictures of your scale, and it becomes an obsession. One of the coaches is even shown to encourage their client to pack a scale anytime you go out of town, so that way you can send your photos in. Holy cow, it's wild. It's so restrictive, and I'm just kind of blown away by all this. I'm not doing it justice. You need to read it for yourself, but it's really an interesting read. How restrictive and awful these people are, and how condescending the text messages are that you get from the coaches, and possibly even from Teddi herself. I mean, it's nuts. So that Emily I was telling you about keeps posting all these stories that were sent in to her about all these women who have done this program. And this is the one I was telling you about with the soup, and it's eye-opening to see. They keep comparing it to a cult, basically. They're saying, you have to pay to get in, and then it's all about staying in and paying more. And this was kind of eye-opening, too. Someone sent in what's allegedly one of the lunches on the diet plan. And, I mean, take a look. It's a piece of lettuce with a tiny sliver of avocado. It looks like some onion and a piece of citrus, and that's it. Yeah, it's shocking. I mean, it is and isn't. It's just, I don't know. I just think this is crazy to hear. Here's another screenshot of somebody that's explaining that, again, it's you're eating about 500 calories, and you're having to burn off so much in cardio, and how you're starving, and I don't know what to say. It's just awful. Here's the other thing that somebody brought up that was so interesting, is that Bravo has every housewife except for Bethany to agree to profit share with Bravo from anything they promote on the show. So we heard a lot about All In by Teddi. We saw the retreat. So Bravo's in on this. Bravo's making money from this. So they probably won't share all these horror stories and all this stuff coming up. It's crazy. This woman showed what she sent in to her coach. So she sent in this photo of her lunch. It was lentils, tomatoes, and it looks like cucumbers. And here's what the coach had to say back about this. I was just shocked. The coach is criticizing the portion of lentils and says, make sure you eat till you're satisfied, not till you're full. So going back to the Kyle stuff, Kyle is still posting, Camille, why are you so angry? You weren't even involved in this. And again, this person who I love, I don't know who they are, is writing, Kyle, you're not involved in All In by Teddi, yet here you are. So what's interesting here is on that Emily's page is Kyle actually DM'd her, and Emily shared the screenshot. And Kyle wrote, to defend Teddi, no matter how many housewives you try to bully, you'll never be a housewife. What a bitch. I mean, if you didn't think Kyle was hateful before, this should show you right here how hateful she is. It's just wild. And she's upset about being called a mean girl, and yet she's writing things like this to people, holding it over their heads. Bring this all up because it's interesting to keep in mind going into when, we're talking about this reunion where Kyle kept saying, be honest, be honest. How many times did she say the word honest? And she's doing things like this, and she's helping her friend not be honest with people over this program. And I just find it also fascinating. Highly recommend you go on that Emily's Instagram, check it out. She's added like 30 more pages this morning. And it's all saying the same thing, how horrible this is. So I'm hoping this brings an end to Teddi Mellencamp, and I hope she takes her friend Kyle with her, and they can take Rinna out the door with them too. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's talk about this. Let's get into this reunion. So I'm not going to go like I did the other weeks, point by point. You get it. You saw it. It was awful. I really don't even want to relive it. I'll tell you, my high was Garcelle. I felt like she was very eloquent and called out, especially Rinna, on the bullshit. And I wish Denise was better at speaking up for herself. She's not good at it. Kyle, how many times did she say, be honest, guys, be honest, let's be honest, honest. It made me sick. It was hard to watch. It really was. I don't mean to be bitter. I still get enjoyment out of these shows. It's just this one has ruined it. It really has. This season has been so god-awful. I want to go back and tell myself, don't do it, don't watch it. But here we are. So I just want to know, what were your favorite parts? What was your least favorite part? What did you guys think? I did like when Andy said, let's say something did happen between Denise and Brandy, and maybe she's trying to protect her family and her marriage. Rinna said, I would think she'd come to me if we're such good friends. Bullshit. You're a terrible friend. You'd sell out anybody. You sell out your own daughter to be on this show. So, no, I don't buy it. But I'm glad that Andy brought that up. Garcelle laughs and says, what? And how can she come to you? All you do is attack her when you see her. And Denise is bringing up that they've been friends for 20 years. And again, Kyle, everybody has to be honest. Be honest. Honest. Okay. Honestly, you're a bitch. Guys, I am wrapping up this episode. I've had about as much as I can take of it. So I'm curious to know your thoughts. What did you think of the reunion? I'd love to hear from you. And we'll go back and forth in the comments if you want to talk about different spots. But just curious what you thought. So I'm glad this season is over. I'm ready to move on from here. I'm excited about what's to come. If you haven't watched Ladies of London, get on it. I've been recording episodes, and I'm so excited to start releasing those very soon. I'm excited for the next part of the New York reunion tomorrow, and I'm just excited to be here and talk to you guys about all this stuff. I thank you guys for all the positive feedback. You guys are wonderful in the comments, and I appreciate that. And yeah, write me a comment. I read them all. I love them. Or follow me on Twitter at Real Recaps. Let me know what you think there. Whatever you want to do. And I thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.